All right, looks like it is 6 p.m. So it is time for me to join the stream. So it looks like we got 20 people already. Hello, everyone. I hope you are having a absolutely fabulous Friday. And I'm excited to play a game with asexual representation because I feel like there is really none of that. I don't know how good this game is supposed to be. I've heard some good things. I'm not sure if that's just because it's one of the few games that has representation or it's actually good too, but who knows? We'll find out. And looks like we got somebody who probably should not be in the chat if my moderators want to take care of that. All right, who do we have? So, hello, Casey and Vanessa, our wonderful moderators. Hey, Ashav Yahoo. Hey, Samantha. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Rubix. Let's see, who else do we have? Animatronics and Pizza. And let's see. SPD Aleka. Hopefully I'm saying all these. Hey, Sammy. Hey, Eva. Hey, Victor. Hey, Riley. Hopefully. Hey, Trucy. Let's see. Who else do we got? Hey, Sauce Guy. Let's see. Hey, Josephine. Goodly Fresh. Hopefully I got that already. We have 3 downvotes. Well, can probably guess who a couple of those were based off of some things I saw in the chat before our lovely moderators were able to take care of that. All right. Yep, I think we're getting some trolls tonight for some reason. All right. I wonder if this stream got shared somewhere, like I got a lot of hate on one video a while back. So, well, we'll just proceed on forward. And Casey and Vanessa, if it has not been said already, you have my full permission to bring the hammer, as you say. Yeah, I guess this is a unfortunate side effect of becoming more popular, I guess. So, yeah, we don't tolerate bullshit or trolls. So, you know, people are coming here to say hate says a lot more about you than it says about me or anyone else who is actually here to be supportive. So, yeah. Anyways, sorry I got a little distracted there. Got you know, lots of positivity in there. But other than that, okay, looks like we got most of the trash out of the room. Good. Hi, Little Revenge. Yep, helping more people. Yes, I love all the positive refrains. My inner future psychologist. Ronnie McNutt's Facebook live stream on September 1st was mind-blowing. Is this where the trolls are coming from? Because, all right. Well, let's go ahead and start the game. Go ahead and turn up the volume. Oops. Okay. Let's see. There we go. We do love our mods. Please keep your comments appropriate and safe. Yes, please. We don't have much of a...
Sorry, I
And now Siri is chiming in, apparently. Hey, Francisca. Glad you could make it. Alright. So, for those of you that don't know, as I said earlier, today we're playing Ace in Space. And yeah, asexual representation, sci-fi, dating simulator. I don't know. Something or other. I randomly found out about it on some, I think, gay gaming website. And they said it was one of the best LGBT games of last year. Who knows? All I know is I like the little rocket ship for a mouse with the ace flag on it. I think that's great. Yeah. Yes, agree with everything my mods are saying. Alright. Let's go. Oh, lots of reading. Okay. Blog post. Sometimes life isn't fair. And you get sent to the hospital because your chest hurts and you can't breathe and you know something is wrong. But it's just anxiety, and anxiety can't kill you. We're starting off great. Starting off with anxiety. Call dibs on the Cyclops. Sometimes you luck out, and after years of trying to convince your parents and your doctors that it's not just anxiety, because you know what anxiety feels like, and this is not it, they run a few tests to humor you. Yay, anxiety. Sometimes those tests come back and the doctors call you into their office and sit you down and say, turns out you were right. And had we listened to you before, we could have done something to help, but there's nothing we can do now except pump you full of chemicals and send you our prayers. What doctors are these that admit those mistakes? Tagged as life, text, cancer, medical rant. Oh. Fun. 6 months ago. Oh goodness. Didn't realize this game involved cancer. Okay. Okay. Chat doing good. Cool. Start chemo tomorrow. Honestly, I'm terrified. Thank you everyone who's been sending positive vibes and support since my last post. Thank you to everyone who's been. And I'll try to update as often as possible, but I might not be able to if I get too sick. The chemo is hitting me hard, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do a lot of blogging. I'll try to post updates on Twitter if I can. Is that like Twitter? Oh, what do we got here? Replying to. Sometimes because you aren't taken seriously, your anxiety turns out to be cancer, and it can't kill you becomes the chemo isn't working and you have a month and a half before it takes you. So yeah, I was diagnosed with cancer 6 months ago, and because no one listened to me, the cancer has spread and nothing is working. I'm going to die soon, having not accomplished anything in my life worth remembering. Wow, we're off to a great start here. People have been telling me I should focus on living and not the fact that my time is almost up. So I think I might sell all my belongings and head to Europe or something. I don't know. Does anyone have any advice? How's the weather in France? Posted 1 minute ago. Okay, present day. I also noticed our, I assume that's our character. They, them, non-binary. That's pretty cool. Sitting in the latest post of my blog, an ace in space, I leaned back in my chair and let out a soft sigh. Soon I was mindlessly scrolling through my social media feed. I clicked on a video from a blogger I follow. Showed a strange storm in their area. The video depicted a cloudless sky. Outside their window, there's audible thunder and flashes of lightning. Ooh. My eyes are torn from the computer screen to the window as the sound of thunder filled the air, shaking the entire house. I decided to check the live stream of a local news station to see if they had any information on the storm. Moments after I tuned in, The reporter began talking about a similar storm to one of the bloggers' video. They stopped mid-sentence as they appeared to be fed more information in their ear. They looked both shocked and confused by whatever they had been told. Folks, I'm going to turn you over to Hutch Owens, who's on the scene of what appears to be some sort of aircraft that has touched down on the Hillsborough High School football field. Oh, UFOs. Immediately, my social media began filling with posts about aliens and UFOs as a startled man appeared on the live feed, standing near the football field of the nearby school. Casual. Good evening. My name is Hutch Owens, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but some sort of unusual-looking aircraft has landed here at Hillsborough High. Doesn't seem to be any identifying marks that may indicate where it came from. Glanced back at my Twitter and noticed a series of posts about alien encounters. So I guess we're going to go into space. Suddenly, the field reporter gasped. Yep, tonight's gonna be fun. Thank you so much, Casey and Vanessa. In a hushed tone, hopefully they'll lose steam eventually. Ladies and gentlemen, something has emerged from the craft. It's... Are you seeing this? No, I'm not seeing this. I still see the same screen. Oh, look at that. It's like they heard me. It's like a cat cyborg. The field reporter and the camera person moved suddenly to take cover behind a building. Don't really know what I'm looking at, but whatever is coming out of that aircraft isn't human. Must be 10 feet tall. Metallic. Is it a robot? Can you zoom in on it? No. Camera panned over to where a bipedal but clearly inhuman creature was exiting a strange aircraft. Tipsy droid, I love that. My god, it's heading into one of the nearby neighborhoods. Oh, I thought you were gonna say like what it is. It's heading towards my neighborhood. Naturally. Folks, we've been instructed to advise those of you in the surrounding area to remain indoors until the authorities are able to track down whatever may have exited the aircraft. So dramatic. For now, we're going to send you back to the studio where we'll be providing more information about the situation as it develops. And also want to put in a plug now, if nobody in the chat has done it yet, feel free and please give this a big thumbs up to especially counteract some of the infiltrators in our chat this evening, who I think have been pretty much all taken care of. In the distance, I could faintly hear a dog barking. The live stream continued as the reporter tried to offer explanations for the robot. Aw, thank you, animatronics and pizza. Maybe that can be my new gig. Can just leave grad school and do audiobooks. The live stream continued as the reporter tried to offer explanations for the robot, and the ticker at the bottom of the screen urged people to remain indoors. Oops, I think I clicked through too quickly there. Oh, back. Ah, good. Oh, we get the rustling sound again. Perfect. Held my breath as a rustling sound started emanating from my backyard. I risked a glance through my bedroom window. This bedroom window? Only to cover my mouth to stop a loud gasp from escaping as I saw the large metal being from the live stream approaching the house. Its head turned in my direction, and our eyes met for a moment before I ducked to hide beneath the window frame. Adrian, please keep walking. Please keep walking. Please keep... Sound of the robot's footsteps stopped outside the window. It's right outside, of course. It's right outside. What is this, Five Nights at Freddy? Gentle tapping on my bedroom window made me curious enough to risk another look outside. Once again, I met the gaze of the metal being. The expression on its face was friendly, but betraying its hard exterior. It's just a cute robo-kitty inside a scary package. Decide to see what it wanted. My whole body shook as I reached to open the window. Hello? Oh. Very menacing. Are you Adrian Clark? It knows my name. How in the hell? Aw, thank you so much, Sammy. Well, making my day. Adrian Clark, also known as an ace in space on the World Wide Web. Oh, hey Marianne. I don't think I said hi, Ox Hex Code, yet, and I apologize if I missed anyone else. Definitely a tipsy bot. Knock, knock, knock. Hey, you up? Yes. 'Tis me. The robot seemed relieved. Hello, Adrian. I have been looking forward to meeting you. Meeting me? I am here to take you away from this planet. Your what? My people have come to take the terminally ill, homeless, unwanted, and disillusioned from your planet. Why? We wish to rid them of their suffering. You're gonna kill us? Of course not. You see a little plus sign. This is a medic cat droid. Medic tipsy droid. We have great healers who will treat your ill, jobs and homes for those without, and those who see no future for themselves will be granted a new life. Sounds glorious. And I also just noticed this wonderful cat bookends. It's great. I need something like that. However, we shall only take those who agree to come with us. Those who do may return to Earth whenever they wish. It took me a moment to fully process what I had just heard. You're not murderous aliens sent to destroy humanity or enslave us. Alright, some people really have sad lives. Jesus Christ. I apologize for the chat. That's not my fault, but I'm sorry y'all have to see that. Alright. That is correct. Why should I believe you? If I'd wanted to kill you, I would not have knocked. Oh, little winky face. Let's see. Yep. It might actually be the same person that's just signing in with what is my chat? It's the same person reported and blocked. Thank you, y'all. And I appreciate you, Victor, putting all the hearts. It drowns out the garbage. Point taken. And hey, Violin. Am I saying that right? Violin? Or is it like violin, but spelled differently? And I don't know if I said hi yet. Jacko Spax or Coda Synthesis. I don't know if I said hi to y'all yet. You may take your time deciding if you would like to come with me. I can wait. Okay. If you do agree to come with us, you will join members of both of our kinds on a journey to the planet T3R4, Creative Terra, where we will begin to work together to build a community for humans to enjoy for generations to come. Thanks, Victor. This includes a home, a job, around-the-clock care for as long as you stay with us. Hey, Liquid Sunshine. What's the catch? There is no catch. We simply want to see the human race continue existing. We've decided that those who are less fortunate, critically ill, or others at the end of their rope deserve a chance for a new life. One where they may have greater impact on society than if they remained on Earth. They will be pioneers, discussed for millennia. Okay, I get it. We'll get to shape our new society for the better. Exactly. What is your name, cat? You're still unknown in the chat. We believe that those who experience these hardships are better suited to create a society in which no other may suffer as they have. As a child, I'd always imagined what it would be like to explore space. At one point, I'd even wanted to be an astronaut. Then I learned how much math was involved. At 19, I still had glow-in-the-dark stars on the ceiling above my bed. Nothing wrong with that. I guess I never truly gave up on the idea of joining the stars. That's why I decided that now certainly wasn't the time to give up on it either. I will go with you. Very well. Feel free to pack any personal or sentimental belongings. I will wait for you out here. Turned the window and looked around my room. Do I get to decide what to take? Or maybe not. Deciding what belongings I would take was difficult, but in the end I packed as many clothes, photos, books, and toiletries as I could fit into my suitcase. Also grabbed my makeup bag and medications, just in case. What do we got going on? Vu Lin. The way you say my name is Vu Lin. Perfect. Thank you. Lots of love. Yep. Perched on Nessa's shoulders with my cyberscope. Thank you, Casey. Thought about bringing my camera, phone, and laptop, but left them on my bed since I figured they'd be useless on another planet. Yeah, 5G probably does not reach that other planet. After I'd finished packing, I glanced out the window. Robot was hunched over. Took my head out the window to see what was wrong. You are a very strange creature. I could say the same about you. Question mark eyes. Smile spread across my face as I saw my neighbor's cat, Zoe, being gently petted by the robot. Aw, how cute. Her. That's Zoe. She's a cat. Upon hearing me, both Zoe and the robot made a noise of surprise. Hello, Zoe. I'm very pleased to meet you. Robot turned their head to look at me. Are you ready, Adrian? You mean you've been coming to this planet to rescue people, and you haven't met a cat? Unless this is your first journey. After giving Zoe one last stroke, the robot stood up. Zoe was startled by the movement and ran off. Yep, sounds like a cat. The robot looked inside at the electronics on my bed. Are you not taking those? Would there be a point? I mean, is T3R4's technology compatible with Earth's technology? Yes, actually. So many conveniences here. Our engineers have prepared homes capable of powering all your earthly devices. So it's basically Earth away from Earth, but much better than current Earth. They're also working on establishing a communication network between T3, R4, and Earth as we speak. Oh, okay. So I packed my laptop and all the chargers I would need. What's the atmosphere like? Will we need special suits to survive? I'm gonna guess no. You like to ask questions. Robot seemed to emit a humming noise I recognized almost immediately as a laughter. If only Zoe were here. I had that same thought, Vanessa. I like that you're curious about my kind. And T3R4. I'm just gonna call it Terra. Never hesitate to ask me anything you wish. I will always answer any questions to the best of my ability. Okay. Thought I might just be annoying you with questions. It's alright. I truly do not mind. I am programmed to not mind. I grabbed my favorite satchel from near my bedroom door, placed my camera and phone inside. To answer your previous questions, you will not require a special suit to survive, as the planet's atmosphere is of nearly identical composition to Earth's. Color me surprised. The only real difference is that the air and water will be much cleaner. Oh goodness. Another Earth. Wow. Are there animals, plants, humanoids? Dragged my suitcase off my bed after I double-checked I had everything. Yeah, this is a trip you won't be easily to get anything that you missed. There are animals and plants. Many are similar to Earth, but they're also species totally unlike anything you've seen. Every your species will be the only intelligent life on Terra. I'm no expert on the planet itself, but if you get a chance to speak with Fern, they will happily inform you further. Let's go meet Fern. Ready to go? Yes. Just want to leave a note for my parents. Take your time. Alright. Cleaner water and air. Where's my tipsy medbot to get me off here? Yes. Aw. I'm sorry you have to leave animatronics and pizza. I'm happy you were able to join, even if it was just for a short while, and I'm happy to have you as part of my viewer and subscriber base. I love this little regal potato. Dear Mom and Dad, by the time you find this letter, I'm told I will be on my way to a better place. This isn't the end of my life, it's a new beginning. Take a deep breath. The aliens that have landed on Earth are real, and they're here for people like me. They're offering some of us a chance to start a settlement on another planet. I want to help, even if only for a few weeks. I wish I could have said goodbye in person, but I don't think they can wait that long. Promise to call as soon as I'm able. If I don't make it, I want both of you to know that I love you and I'm sorry for whatever distress this will inevitably cause. I know I haven't been able to express my gratefulness in the past, but I want you to know that I truly appreciate everything you've done for me. I wish we could have made this trip together. I think it's for the best that two of you aren't around to watch my health deteriorate further, though. I know how much it would crush you and how much reading this will too. Maybe they'll be able to help me with their alien technology, and I'll come home cured someday. But please don't hold your breath. I'm not. Remember, no matter where I go, I'll be watching you from over the stars. I love you, Adrian. Left my house through the front door where the robot stood waiting. I was finally able to see the robot in all their glory. They stood about 7 feet tall, much taller than me at 5'8". He offered me a hand. Would you like me to carry that for you? Thank you. That would be very nice. When will they get the point? The mods here are on point tonight. Yes. Get all of us volunteers, yes. Handed the robot my suitcase. They began walking toward the school. I followed. A little hesitantly. Do you think it's a good idea to be so out in the open? Why would it be a bad idea? Police are looking for you. They may try to harm you. Why would they do that? I have not harmed them. They don't care about that. You look different, and people around here are afraid of things that are different. Ain't that the truth? Oh, I see. Hey, Cass. We can still take this road, but we should keep an eye out. We may have to hide if someone sees us. Very well. As we continue to walk forward, I scan the area. It's quite late, and the alien still technically being on the loose meant no one but us was on the street. Yeah, you never told me your name. The closest word in your language to my name would be Tipsybot. They paused as if having to think hard about the translation. Zipper. Okay, I was not expecting Zipper. Zipper, yes. I smirked at the seeming insignificance of a zipper compared to Zipper walking next to me. That's nice. Means great healer in my language. What does it mean in yours? Zipper is this thing here. Holds things together, but can also undo things. Surgeons do that kind of thing. So in a way, I guess it means something close to the meaning in your language. Smooth. Suppose you're right, Adrian. Do you mind if I record a video to show my people that you aren't bad? Please, feel free to do so. Gotta put this on my Insta, Zipper. I think it would help our cause very much for them to hear from a fellow human. Yep. Hey, Hazelfudge. Pulled out my phone, opened the camera, and started recording a video message. My name is Adrian Clark. I've been visited by one of the alien robots, and I'm now being taken aboard their ship. They mean us no harm. They only seek to help those in dire need. TipsyBot sure is better. I agree. Their only request is that they may leave Earth unharmed. One of their people, Zipper, is a kind and gentle being. Do we know that for sure? How do we know this is all not a lie, and you're being lured away? Would you like to say anything, Zipper? What should I say? How about, hi, I'm not a dangerous and destructive robot whose people plan to enslave humanity. Oh. Zipper's pace slowed as they thought about what they would say. Hello, people of Earth. I assure you that my people have not come to enslave or destroy your kind, nor have we come to inhabit your planet. We're only here to help your people. We hope that our presence has not caused too much of a commotion, but in the event it has, we are more than willing to help fix what has been broken. Oh, hey Paige, glad you could join. Was that okay? Perfect. Thanks. You think you're kind? Oh. Wait. Do you think your kind will fight back if fired upon? Apparently, the wheel on my mouse scrolls through the chat. We're not capable of violence, nor do we have weapons to fight back with. Wonder when I get to make choices in this game. So you're a pacifist species, yes. Yeah, looks pretty pacifist. Considering how well Zipper handled my neighbor's cat, pacifist seems like the right word. We are nearing our destination. Okay, I'll finish up recording and post it on ViewTube. That's about it. The robots are actually big softies and only want to help. Try to post updates if they ever get Wi-Fi on their planet. Bye! Finally arrived at the school. Police and a few different news crews had Zipper's ship surrounded. I turned to Zipper, who didn't seem all too worried. What should we do? Use your special cat mind powers. Perhaps I could speak with them. Not sure that's a good idea. Pacifist loving robots. Yes. You could speak with them instead, like in your video. Better, but I don't know, maybe we could sneak in. Suppose we could do that as well. We'll activate the ship, and maybe it'll cause them to evacuate. Hurry towards the entrance, able to board the ship without anyone noticing. Another convenient plot point. Zipper closed the door to the ship and walked past me to place my suitcase on a rack. Meanwhile, I looked around the ship in a daze. Wow, this is so cool! Wait till you see the Orius? Orius, our mothership. Can't wait. Zipper motioned to me to have a seat. Helped me fasten my seatbelts. Do you get nauseous easily? Ever since I started chemo, yeah. Let me finish buckling in and I'll give you something to help. Is this too tight? Let me grab you some anti-nauseant. Zipper reached into the compartment on their body and produced a small bottle. Just got it carried around in your body at all times. Okay. Accepted the bottle from them and examined it for a moment. Is this gonna taste bad? I've researched human medication and found that they often contain flavoring to make them easier to swallow. So no, I do not believe so. Hearing that, I took the lid off the bottle and gave the contents a sip. It smelled like sweet medication. Smells okay. Should probably just slam it back just in case. Surprisingly, it didn't taste foul. Yeah, of course medicine tastes good there too. Is Sammy heading out? Thanks for stopping by, Sammy. Glad you can make it for a little while. Rubik's, I also love games that have non-binary characters in them. Tempted to manufacture cotton candy, but without knowing exactly how it tastes, we're only able to guess we had achieved our goal. Well, it doesn't quite taste like cotton candy, but it's not bad. They took the empty bottle back from me and placed it back in their chest compartment. It should not be long before we board the Orice, so just sit back and try to relax as we leave Earth forever. It's going to be just like we're taking a plane, right? Took a deep breath, closed my eyes, and tried to relax as the ship came to life. That was quite the noise. I could hear Zipper's voice both inside the cockpit and from outside the ship as they made an announcement via some kind of a loudspeaker. This ship is now executing a liftoff procedure. Please take a few steps back for your safety. Thank you, and I apologize for frightening you. Farewell. Couldn't help but smile a little. Smile faded as I felt the ship begin to lift off. Not sure how much time passed between takeoff and landing, but eventually the ship powered down and I opened my eyes again. Are you still feeling alright, Adrian? Yes, I'm fine. Like the little facial animations. Zipper approached my seat and helped me out of the array of safety belts. Before we exit the dropship, would you be so kind as to put this communication device on your wrist? It will automatically translate any language foreign to you into English. Oh, it's great. They have everything. This sounds much better than like the little worm creature you put in your ear in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. They held out a simple looking bracelet. I accepted it cautiously. Is it just a translator? It has a built-in health monitor and a tracking system. Will also allow you to connect with the technology on Terra. Fancy. Tracking device. You're free to deactivate the function if you feel it hinders your feeling of freedom. We just felt that it would prove useful in the event of emergency. I see. Clasp the device on my wrist. So what's next? Zipper led me off the dropship through a series of corridors. We arrived at a large room where there are several humans and robots mingling. I could hear chatter and laughter from both parties. How many of you are there? On this mission, there were over 100 of my kind sent to 53 countries. Wow. And each of you was only sent for one human? No, some of us sent for 2 or 3. Others were sent to collect as many as they could. Our goal was to collect 300. Gotta catch them all. I see. Your heart rate is quite elevated, Adrian. Are you having regrets? No, I just don't do crowds very well. I feel that. My apologies. Let us find you a seat then. We both turned to face the door we had come in as a group of humans entered, being led by a tough-looking robot. I noticed Zipper made a please humming noise when they saw who had entered the room. What's their name? That is Forge. You seem happy to see them. Forge was sent to a dangerous part of the city. I was worried that they may have been attacked. The robot approached the others and was patted on the shoulder while the humans merged with the existing group. I want to see what Forge looks like. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Yes. Babblefish. It was a fish. It's been quite a while. It's been a few years since I saw the movie and probably like a decade since I read the book. Are they a friend of yours? Yes. Zipper turned to look at me. They motioned towards an open doorway. Please, follow me. Through the door was another large room, but this one had many more seats like the one from the dropship. Most of them were occupied. Will you be close by? Yes, I will be at the front of this room. I looked at the front row and saw that most seats were already taken. Zipper's gaze followed mine. They seemed to notice my anxiety worsening. Allow me to find you a seat near me. I let them guide me over to where a couple of empty seats were. Zipper paused in front of a messy-looking young man. My friend would like to sit here. Is that all right with you? Oui. Yes. Clearly the translator was working, since the words were being repeated back into English in my head. I had a seat and Zipper began buckling me in. Looked over at the young man. Thanks. De rien, no problem. I probably butchered that. We exchanged smiles before I turned to look back at Zipper. I gently placed a mask over my nose and mouth. I found myself not questioning why. I have to deliver a quick speech before our departure, but if you need anything during the flight, please press the button on the side of your chair. Will do. Thank you, Zipper. I will return to you once we arrive at our destination. Okay, until then, watch Zipper meet with the other robot. Jacko Specs is the ultimate answer. 42. I watched Zipper meet with the other robots. They chatted for a couple minutes before spreading out to perform checks on all of the seatbelts. Hello everyone, my name is Zipper. I already know that, Zipper. I'm one of the medical officers here on the Orias. As I am sure you have noticed, you have all been given a mask. If you'd kindly place it over your mouth and nose now, your cooperation is imperative to your survival. Faster than light travel can be quite stressful on organic beings such as yourself, so the mask will be supplying oxygen and a mild sedative. Faster than light travel. Fancy. It is expected that you will feel drowsy and possibly fall asleep. But do not worry. We will wake you once we have arrived. If there are any emergencies, personal or otherwise, please press the button on either side of your chair and we'll be alerted right away. Thanks! Zipper and the others did another round of checks, this time for masks. Zipper returned to the front of the room and gave me a nod before stepping on some sort of docking device. The light on their face dimmed. Must be going into a standby mode. Started feeling drowsy shortly after the other robots had joined. Did not bother fighting the sedative, and quickly fell asleep. I woke on Zipper's dropship. Zipper wasn't around. I assumed they were in the cockpit. Reached for a button on my seat and pressed it. Almost instantly, Zipper appeared in a chair on a holographic screen. That face. Oh, you are awake. Are we there already? Yes. Soon we will depart the Orias. As they spoke, the dropship came to life. Ready to see your new home? Cockpit's camera slowly moved Zipper out of sight to show the sloped glass window. As the ship departed, I couldn't help but gasp at what I saw. It's purple. Oh look, I got an achievement for clicking on something purple. It's Pac-Man. Pac-Person. I believe the color you're seeing has something to do with the reflection of light on organisms from the surface. Wow. Fancy. Pac-Man Cheese Moon. Yes. You're most welcome, Adrian. I'm glad you agreed to come with me. I truly believe you will enjoy your time here. I think so too. But real question, when are we visiting Pac-Man? Once we had landed on Terra, Zipper grabbed my suitcase and led me towards a small house. They informed me my home was near their lab. As we entered the front door, there was a pleasant chime. That is pleasant. Welcome home, Adrian. I looked around to see where the voice had come from, since there didn't appear to be anyone with us. A smart house. That is your home's OS speaking. My house speaks. Correct. It can do almost everything for you, from operating light to making you breakfast. That sounds great. Can I get a house that'll do the dishes for me? You can activate it using your bracelet or your voice. Try it. Doesn't work. Touch the bracelet Zipper had given me on the dropship. It glowed for a moment and a chime sounded throughout the house. Yes, Adrian. What time is it? It is currently the equivalent of Earth's 21:37 Pacific Standard Time. You are quite welcome. I turned to look at Zipper. I've always wanted a personal assistant. Well, now you have one. Feel free to test it out more when you have a chance. I think I will. Would you like for me to give you a tour of your new home, or do you think you'll be able to figure out things on your own? Seems pretty straightforward. I'll just ask the computer if I need help. Oh, okay. There are a few quick tests I need to conduct before we can begin calculating the best approach for your treatments here on Terra. Please come to my lab in the morning. Until then, unpack and rest. If you happen to need anything at all, do not hesitate to call me. I program my frequency into your communicator. Oh goodness, that sounds awful, Casey. Dishes for 5 people. I only do dishes for me and Tipsy. And mostly me, because it's just occasionally washing Tipsy's food bowls primarily after I put some of her disgusting wet food in there that she so loves. But I don't have a dishwasher, or a laundry machine, or a dryer. It's great. That's what I get for living in like a 100-year-old house. Program my frequency into your communicator. All you have to do is tell the computer you wish to speak to me. Well, thanks again. Until morning. Good night. Better be important to me. That's right. May you have pleasant dreams. I watched Zipper leave and the door quietly shut itself behind them. Spent a few minutes exploring my new home, putting my belongings into their new homes as I went. The unit was one modest bed. A modest one bed. Geez, I cannot read. The unit was a modest 1-bed, 1-bath apartment. Nailed it. The living room and kitchen were quaint, but definitely had enough room to accommodate both robots and humans. Got a nice little cactus going on here, a little fruit bowl. It's the fruit cake though. Many small plants decorating the rooms. Computer explained that most were edible and supposedly quite delicious. I don't even think I have anywhere to hook up a washer and dryer in this house. Yeah, it's a strange situation. I love my place. It just... yeah. The aesthetic is nice. It just does not have all the fixtures. Once everything had been put away, I had finished looking around. Took a seat on my bed. I was mentally and physically exhausted. I'm sure that's understandable after interstellar space travel. There is one more question I wanted to be answered. Hello, home? Yes, Adrian. Do you have a name? No. May I name you? Of course. I am your electronic living assistant, ELA. You can do whatever you would like if it will make it easier for me to assist you. Ella. Is that what you'd like to call me from now on? Yes. Oh. Kinda wish we had an opportunity to like name the smart home ourselves. But Ella, I guess that makes sense, skipping the acronym. I'm now set to recognize Ella as my name. Thanks, Adrian. No problemo. You should rest. Don't tell me what to do. I'll wake you in the morning. Sounds great. Can you do that at 8? Of course. Great. Good night. Good night. Found my new bed to be far more comfortable than my old. Of course, I mean, everything on this planet is just better. Built-in temperature and softness adjusters were an added bonus. Wow. My bed from Walmart does not have those. In moments of my head touching the pillow, I was asleep. Aw, thanks, Vanessa. Hope everyone else is also enjoying the game. Seems like some people, at least a few, are from the chat. It's very much a visual novel. There's a little less game than I was expecting, but I'm enjoying it. And, you know, thanks to, you know, being alerted that we have a new Life is Strange game coming out in September, that fills up my gaming queue for most of the summer to replay the 3 previous games. Still haven't even beat Life is Strange 2, so good excuse to start it over fresh. It's never much of an early riser, you don't say. I would have named it Tropical Hot Dog Michelle. Alright, I can dig it. Tropical hot dogs have plantains. 3 previous games. Yep. Yep, 1, 2, and Before the Storm. I never beat Before the Storm either. Like, what am I doing with my life? It's like I bought the special edition right when it came out, and oh, I mean, I know what happened. Grad school, but... Very well. What are we doing, Ella? You're waking me up? Okay. Then I slowly adjusted to the light, sat up on the edge of the bed, stretched, and surveyed the room in a sleepy daze. Guess it wasn't just a dream. Unless the dream hasn't ended yet. Took a few moments to finally convince myself to get out of bed, but as I went to do so, I noticed a pair of slippers at my bedside. Ella? Yes, Adrian. Did you put these slippers here for me? Yes, I had one of my helpers do so. It's very kind of you. Oh, what are these helpers? So Tipsy Bot? You're most welcome. Zipper would be very upset with me if I did not take good care of you while they were away. I see. As I walked into the central room of my new living space, I could see the kitchen and its equipment working on its own. You can have the vegan bacon. I'll take the OG bacon. I like vegan bacon, but that's because I am like 95% vegetarian. Occasionally fish. I'm sewing right now, so this game is great. Chloe's reading me a story. Smelled great. What are you making? For your convenience, I have been programmed to cook over 5,000 dishes from Earth. Oh, it's like 4,980 more than I know. I have chosen an omelet for you this morning. Works for me. As I sat in the adjacent room waiting for my breakfast, I thought I would take the opportunity to record a vlog about my experiences. It's interrupted by a small robot bringing me the aforementioned meal. Oh my goodness. You are adorable. You have is that trash back there? You're like a little trash bot? That is one of the helpers I mentioned. They're so cute. Do they have a name? No. Feel free to give them if you wish. I'm gonna call you Homie. Okay. The small robot chirped and did a little dance before heading back towards the kitchen. How's your omelet? Took a bite. Not exactly the same as an Earth omelet, but it was quite tasty. It's delicious. Yay for veggies. The entrance to Zipper's lab slid open, chiming as I entered. I don't know why I read that as climbing. Zipper stood at the console near the center of their workspace, seemingly camouflaged amongst the many polished white surfaces. They turn to acknowledge my arrival before returning their gaze to the console. Hello again. How did you sleep? Very well, actually. It's good to hear. If you would kindly have a seat, I can start running the tests I mentioned yesterday. Took a seat on the bed closest to Zipper's workstation. Feel free to make yourself comfortable. Didn't have to tell me twice. The bed wasn't nearly as comfortable as my own, but it certainly wasn't as bad as the hospital beds back home. Even the hospital beds are better. Zipper waited until I seemed settled and began typing away at their computer. Mechanical arm was attached to the ceiling, began to move. I read that one, great. What exactly are you looking for? First, I'm going to conduct a full scan to locate any cancer cells. Then I will test your blood to identify any other biological disorders you may have that could interfere with the treatments we have planned. This will also help me determine if there need to be any changes to your diet. Good thing you have a smart home that can cook 5,000 different options. Our eyes met. They seemed mildly concerned. Please let me know if you feel any discomfort. Will do. Oh, voice crack there. The arm began moving slowly around the bed. Zipper watched it for a moment before looking back at the computer. Oh. Hey, Jess. Can they also do a whole HRT and GCS? Probably. Seems like they can do everything on this planet. Just like, step into this pod. Your transition is complete now. Wouldn't that be great? While I run the tests, I would like to ask you some questions if you do not mind. Only as long as I can ask you some as well. I suppose. On your blog, you described your most major symptom as being unable to catch your breath. That's right. You read my blog. Do you have a history of any disorders of the lungs that may have been exacerbated by the cancer? No. Alright. Zipper typed something on their computer. I also mentioned in both your Bumbler, guess that's like Tumblr, and Tweeter that the chemical treatment you received caused numerous side effects, including nausea, vomiting, lack of appetite, and fatigue. I love when games make like names that are so obvious in terms of like social media. Just like slightly change it. ViewTube. That was great. Given any medications to counter these effects? And did they help? It's only given medication for nausea. But whatever you gave me helped more. Oh, hey Sam, glad you can make it. Hopefully I haven't missed anyone in the chat yet. Feel free to let me know and I will give you a hello. Zipper hummed thoughtfully and typed away. The medical questions continued. I made sure to answer as honestly as I was able. Just from Zipper's questions and tone, I felt as if I might actually be taken care of properly for once. When Zipper was finished working, they sat in the chair next to my bed. I think that is enough medical questions for today. Thank you for answering them. Thank you for listening. Of course. Never did ask. What would you like us to call you here? Well, my name is Adrian. I'm aware. But would you like us to call you Adrian, or is there something else you would prefer? Aw, fun. Thought about it for a moment. Can it be whatever I want? Whatever you want. If I were to ask to be called Supreme Overlord, would you call me that? Yes, if that is what you wish to be called. Bumbler sounds like a dating service for peas. Well, my initial thought was Bumble, which is an actual dating app. So it's like, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Tumblr, though. In that case, I'd like to be called NB. Oh, I like it. E-N-B-Y. NB. That sounds nice. Thank you. I mean, you're wonderful, Zipper, so you'd say that sounds nice to any name suggested. Would you like us to use neutral pronouns as we normally do, or would you prefer something gendered? Neutral is great. Perfecto. Envy. They, them, there. That is how we will refer to you from now on. I love it. Supreme Overlord Tipsy. Yes. Oh, bye, Trucy. I mean, I like the game, but have you made any choices? No, I haven't made any choices, which is interesting. Let's just do a little, we're gonna save it. Boom. Not that that really matters. Zipper made a thoughtful humming noise. I really like the way that sounds. Yeah, that's one thing I am wondering. It's like, this is cute, and it is fun, but where's the game? You are lucky to have such a wonderful name. Well, I really like Zipper. I think it suits you. You do? Yes. Based on the sound Zipper made in response. Ooh, a little blush. I would have to guess that they are very happy with what I said. I think Envy suits you as well. Thanks. Now, with that out of the way, would you like me to ask me any questions while I run those blood tests? Sure. Where are your people from? This is more of a story than a game, which is fine. Even down to the pronouns, too. We need to build a spaceship and find this planet. Yep. We originate from a small planet orbiting Arise. I thought Arise was the name of your ship. Yes. We named the ship after our star, hoping to bring its shining light to other planets in the universe. Aww, cute. Is your planet far from here? Yes, but it is no longer ours. How come? We felt it was better suited for another species. You gave your planet away? Yes, we are quite content exploring the universe, so we let them have it for their own. I see. Do you people have parents? Are you born? My people are created by a complicated process where a consciousness, our light, is uploaded into a fabricated body. We do not have parents because we are not born, but we do have mentors. Who is your mentor? My mentor was named Surge. They are no longer with us. Oh, I'm sorry, Zipper. It's okay. They lived a long, happy life and helped improve many others. I hope to make them proud and earn the title of Chief Medical Officer someday. Look at that! Our first gameplay moment. This is a interesting point to introduce dialogue choices. I'm sure you will. Thank you, MB. I appreciate that. We exchanged smiles before returning to my questions. How old are you? In Earth years? Nearly a century. Well, you don't look a day over 20. Is that old for your kind? No. I would say I am the equivalent of someone your age. You're quite young for a doctor then. Am I? On Earth, you would just be starting your training right now. Well, I've been training my whole life for this position. I was quite literally made to fill this role. I can tell. We have a choice. We have another choice. Oh, thank you, Jess. I can tell. You're doing a great job so far. Much better than any doctor I had on Earth. Oh, the bar is pretty low for some places. Zipper made a noise that sounded like a computer overheating. I thought it was kind of cute. The computer overheats in order to blush. Concerning, but cute. Can you tell me more about Terra? I am afraid I do not know much about the planet itself, since it is not my field of expertise. Does this mean we gotta go ask Fern? I don't even remember what their expertise was. What would you like to know? How far are we from Earth? I do not know exactly, but I can say it took approximately 4.5 hours from our takeoff on Earth until our landing on Terra's surface. That's all? Well, we did go faster than the speed of light, apparently. I'd say over 30 minutes of that was preparations as well. Do you know why this planet was chosen for us? Our eco officers calculated that it had the greatest potential to facilitate your people flourishing while requiring minimal modification to the planet. Very efficient. They did consider some of the planets your scientists had discovered, but they did not show very promising results in long-term simulations. Why did you choose me? When we were looking for candidates for this journey, many factors impacted our decision. The other medical officers and I fought for you to be included because we believe we have the technology to rid you of your lung cancer. It has spread far quicker than we had expected. But I have remained positive. Aww. If it was just the cancer, why me specifically? There are many others who have it, children even. As I said, there were other factors. 2 choices. Yes. I have yet to see a bar. That's a good point, Casey. Yep, you're right, Jess. Like, you can ask for further information or skip the dialogue. As I said, your genetics, personality, and skills were reviewed as well. We used as much data as we could to determine our preliminary list, which contains many thousands of names. We only picked 300. Question mark? For our first trip, yes. We had plans to return to Earth and collect others, but we wanted to test the waters first, so to speak. Right. Well, that makes sense, I suppose. You brought homeless folks too, right? Did you choose them by specifics as well, or were they chosen because of their circumstances? Both. Majority were chosen because they were in potentially dangerous situations, and we felt it would be against our programming to leave them without having offered any assistance. We granted ourselves some wiggle room, as you say, to account for their numbers. We continued to chat while Zipper ran more tests. They seemed to genuinely care about me and their other patients. Aww. It's very refreshing to be around a doctor who is more focused on positives rather than negatives. Yeah. You know, maybe if more doctors here got training in any sort of mental health, we would have more doctors like that. If it wasn't if the treatments work, it was when the treatments work. If it wasn't there, these are all the options, that's it. It was, we will continue searching for something that works. Well, I am finished collecting your data. I will look over and run some simulations once it has been fully processed. Sounds great. In the meantime, I have been asked to take you to meet with Suro. They will ask you some questions about yourself to help us make sure all your needs are met to ensure you're happy in your new home. Let's go. That's an adorable little Cyclops bear. Does that say safe space? Is that what that says? Love it. I will call you when I have the results of the simulations. As always, let me know if you need anything. Suro will be with you shortly. Until then, NB, enjoy your day. Yep, safe space. Cute. Oh, trans flag too. Look at that. Zipper left me alone. So did every one of the 300 get their own tipsy medbot? I mean, Zipper did say that some of them got one person, some of them got several. The way the room was set up reminded me a lot of some of the counselor's offices I had been to at Earth. Even the decor matched. It's kind of eerie in a way. Moments after sitting down, a robot entered the room. They had a bright smile on their face. They greeted me as they took a seat across the room. They look sweet. Hello, MB. My name is Suro. I am one of the happiness managers. It's nice to meet you, Suro. Likewise. My job here is to assess your needs and make sure that the proper steps are taken to make sure those needs are met. I will also be helping you figure out what job you would be most fulfilled by in your new living situation. I've researched human psychology extensively and here to give you any mental and emotional support you may need as well. So you're like a life and job counselor. I suppose you could say that. Sounds like stuff I've done. Please know that everything discussed in this room will remain between the two of us, unless it is something Zipper may need to know for your treatment. Confidentiality. Excellent. Let's begin with some easy questions. What is your name and how old are you? Oh. Hey, cart dog. My name is NB Clark, and I am 19. Where are you from? Hillsborough, British Columbia. Can you tell me a little bit about your hometown? Sure. Hillsborough is pretty average. Fair amount of people live there, minimal entertainment. Job opportunities are mostly in fast food, rent is high. It's the same as pretty much every other small town in BC. That sounds miserable. It was. Did you live with your parents? Yes. What are they like? They are kind and... I don't know. They tried to be understanding and give me my space, but they ended up being distant. Is this after you fell ill? No, they were like that before. I see. Do you think they were upset when they found out you had left? Of course. My parents were distant, but I know that they loved me. They'd take turns sitting down with me during chemo when they could, and check in on me all the time when I was holed up in my room. When the treatment stopped showing signs of improvement, well, I guess I pushed them further away. Do you want to talk about that? Maybe another time. You want to ask me other questions too, I'm sure. Right. Let's see. Do you have any friends on Earth? Not really. Not in real life. What about outside your real life? What do we got going on here? Have friends online. Very good. Do they provide any emotional support for you? Not exactly. They're mostly people who read my blog and talk to me from time to time. Well, that's a start. Tell me a little bit about your blog. Mainly life updates, photography, occasional meme. What is a meme? They're funny pictures or videos that people spread around. Sometimes they're little inside jokes. They sound wonderful. Do you have an example of a meme? On me? No. I'll have to look them up on the World Wide Web once I am able. But back to your blog. Do you find that writing about your feelings and your experiences has helped you overall? Yes. So glad that you found an outlet for your emotions. I know we currently don't have the communications network up, but once it's online, I highly recommend you continue posting. Oh. Good night, Jacko Spax. Land 2, good, okay. In the meantime, may I make a suggestion? No. Our communications officers are looking for some humans to assist with writing newsletters and reports. Think you could be an excellent fit. Oh, cool. Would it be like working for a newspaper? Suppose it depends on what Ariel needs you to do. That the officer in charge? Correct. If you're interested, I will let them know. Yeah, okay. No harm in seeing what it's all about, right? If you have time, once we're finished here, you should go see Ariel in their office. Can you send me the address? Done and done. Of course, I'm here to help however I can. Off to communications. Ooh, it's music. Greeted by a robot named Reed, they led me to Ariel's office. Had a seat at the computer desk and glanced around the room. Remembered seeing some of these symbols on Zipper's drop ship. Before I could look any longer, in came a different robot. Wow. Hello, I'm Ariel. Hope you haven't been waiting very long. It's an intense looking robot. I practically just sat down. Oh good. Gonna start my Octopath game as Tressa. She seems gay. Too bad she's a capitalist. Huh. I have not played Octopath yet. Keep considering trying it out. Both Zero and Zipper have mentioned your arrival to me, been eager to meet you. Oh. You were up for an online newsletter, did you not? Those eyes. I wrote a couple articles for our local newspaper's website, but I mostly just ran a personal blog. I see. Well, regardless, I would like to give you a job here if you're interested in continuing your writing. What would you need me to do? I was hoping to find someone to be willing to conduct some interviews around the settlement. Who would I be interviewing? Well, I think for your first assignment, it would be best for your people to hear about the work that is being done around the settlement, as well as some of the work that was done prior to your arrival here. You would be speaking with Fern and Forge. They're the chief officers of Eco and Engineering, respectively. So you want me to conduct interviews and write up a report? That's it? Yes. I will handle distributing your work. Sounds good. I'll do it. When would you like me to begin? Right now? Perfect. I'll send you the locations of Forge's workshop and the greenhouse. Feel free to submit your report whenever it is most convenient. Should I come here to do so, or can I submit it through my computer? Whichever you'd prefer. Oh, the tentacle-looking things. Wiring coming loose. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's like, is Ariel like some battle-hardened robot? Try to have it finished tonight. I look forward to reading it. Now, if you'll excuse me. I need to help set up the comm network. Of course. See you later. Goodbye. Okay. That robot looks like it's seen better days. Nothing like I'd ever seen before is a tall glass building filled vertically with towers of crops and flowers. Some plants I recognized from Earth, others I'd never seen before. For a while after entering the building, all I could find was small little robots who didn't appear to be sentient. They zoomed past me, checking on the plants. They remind me a little of Homie. You seem lost. The sound of a voice behind me made me jump in surprise. Whoa. You got a lot going on there, Fern. I'm assuming this is Fern. I turned around to face the owner and found a robot unlike any I had seen since landing. They're clearly an older model, as they were covered in rust and plant life. They also had a few creatures living on them. Sorry, I'm looking for someone. Do you know where I can find Fern? You're in luck. I am Fern. Great. My name's Envy. Ariel sent me to ask you some questions for a newsletter. I see. Well, I guess it's about time I take a break anyway. Would you like a tour while we talk? That would be nice. Walking and talking, I noticed Fern occasionally pluck a dead leaf or examine plants as we passed. They appeared to eat the dead foliage they had collected, which didn't seem possible. What would you like to know? Can you tell me about yourself? Oh, well, okay. What would you like to know about me? What is your job? I am the Chief Eco Officer. Duties include overseeing the greenhouse, discovering and categorizing plants and animals, as well as gathering data on the various ecosystems of Terra. An ecobot. Do you enjoy your job? Can't see myself doing anything else. What's your favorite plant? On Terra or... Sure. Specimen number 621-200-2626. Translation, please. What does it look like? It's a blue flower with hints of pink. I approve. It has thorns which contain a very potent poison to protect itself from being eaten. Ooh. Also has 2 stamens protruding from it, which look like what you would call antennae. Beautiful. Yes, they are. Do you have any hobbies? I enjoy hiking. If you'd like, I can show you some of the most picturesque views on the planet someday. Oh, here's another decision, y'all. I think choice number 3. Whew, it's getting to be too much. I like hiking. So that's what we're gonna go with. Let me know when you are available. Never. In the meantime, I will search somewhere for you will enjoy. Somewhere close would be preferred. Of course, I think I know just the place. But where was I? How old are you? I believe the Earth equivalent would be between 20 and 25. Oh wow, you're close to Zipper's age then. Yes. I see. I'll have to ask about that some other time. Can you tell me about Terra? What would you like to know? Start with the seasons. During our time here, my team has observed 5 distinct seasons in this region. I'd love to tell you all about them if you have the time. Please do. Something akin to your spring, mild with light rainfall, humidity averages. I think I may have made a mistake letting them go into detail. For the next few minutes, Fern gave me in-depth statistics for each of the 5 seasons. Oh, thank goodness. Didn't want to sit through that either. If they decided to quiz me, I absolutely would have failed. A choice. We're damning this game with faint praise. 3 choices and a blue and pink flower. That's all the game needs. Great success. What about weather? Weather here is quite mild throughout the year. In other regions it can reach extreme highs or lows in temperature. That is not unlike the planet you are most accustomed to. Precipitation is much the same as well, overall. Any strange weather systems? Like, does it rain diamonds? My team factored in the weather systems in deciding on a planet for your species. We felt it would be harmful to bring you anywhere with systems such as the one you have described. We wanted the transition between planets to be as smooth as possible. Fair enough. No diamond rain today. Darn. What's the atmosphere like? Nearly the same as Earth. Blah blah blah. Keeps the planet protected. Helps the planet warm. Blah blah blah. 5 layers. Contains the same mixes of gases. If you're interested, I can tell you breakdown of the gases and percentages are slightly different. No thank you. Maybe another time. Tell me about the plants and the animals. There's a wide variety of animal and plant life. Varies from region to region with some overlap. Few species similar in genetic makeup to the ones on Earth, but nothing that is exactly the same. Where do you source food from? We have discovered many perfectly edible plants on Terra, but we have also brought some specimens from Earth that we plan on maintaining crops of as well. Oops, what did I skip something? As for meat proteins, while there is much wildlife, my people are unable to harm them in order to prepare their meat for consumption. Therefore, we exclusively lab-grow our meat supplies so that no life forms are harmed. Lab-grown meat. It's the future. Would you say it tastes the same as organic meat? We have had no complaints from any other species we have aided. Any other interesting statistics? Fern gave me every other statistic you could ever want to know. But don't ask me the specifics because I ended up zoning out after they began listing the math involved for calculating Terra's mass and orbit. Thank you very much. My pleasure. If you want to hear more about the planet, I'm just a call or hike away, vegan robots. Perfect. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, good. I was getting tired of that music. I don't know if this music's me. Hey, that looks like what's their name? Gur from Invader Zim. Speaking with Fern, I made my way to Forge's workshop, exactly as I pictured. Industrial building filled with machinery and raw materials. Prosthetics. Large robot at the desk. From where I was sitting, I couldn't tell what. Didn't appear to notice when I entered. It's a very buff-looking robot. Hello. Are you Forge? Yes. And you are? Forge suspiciously retorted. My name is Envy. I was sent by Ariel to ask you some questions. You have the time right now, or should I come back later? I need to keep working, but ask your questions. Are you sure I don't mind coming back when you are not busy? That would be impossible. I am always busy. I see. Well, this won't take long. Very well. Oh. What do you want to know? Can you tell me about the shelters? We have pre-built mini shelters for all levels of capability. Been designed to minimize impact on the environment while meeting all the needs of the occupant. All managed by a voice-activated system. Is your home satisfactory? It's perfect. If you have any problems, just call. Of course. Can you tell me about the technology being used here? My team has been working with existing Earth technology to improve it using our own. Medical, eco, and other sectors have made their own improvements. Oh. Hi, Michael. Welcome. Glad you can make it. Can you tell me about yourself? What about me? What is your job? I'm in charge of overseeing technology and construction. Any hobbies? I do not have hobbies. Very unamused robot. Surely there's something you do for fun or in your spare time. What is this spare time you speak of? I do not have time for fun. Do you at least enjoy your work? Yes. Is there anything in particular you enjoy working on? I enjoy creating prosthetic devices with Zipper. Do you mind me asking you about Zipper? What about them? What's your relationship like? They are my closest friend. Aw. How long have you known each other? Since their creation. Wow. They are different than the others. I appreciate that. Oh. They tend to defy the norm. Sometimes their methods are risky or unheard of. Should I be concerned? No. You're in safe hands. I think that's all my questions for today then. We're not gonna ask like what Forge means by risky. Thank you for answering them. You are welcome. Goodbye. Aw, wholesome robots. I think this game creator just stopped wanting to write midway through the last conversation. I feel that on some of these conversations. Goodbye. I felt like that one ended very abruptly. Let myself out of the workshop, headed home. I went through my notes and worked as fast as my brain and fingers would allow after such a busy day. Do you choose what to say? Sometimes. I think only 3 times so far. And unless I'm missing something, none of the choices seemed very critical at all. Alice send the file. Oh, that's great. Your house can send your work to work. They sent confirmation that the file had been received, as well as some notes for minor changes that they would be making before sending out. Wow. Fancy. After speaking with Ariel, I received a call from Zipper. They had finished running my health simulations and needed to talk to me about the results. They didn't seem concerned, which helped ease my anxiety. Still couldn't shake the usual nervousness that comes with test results. Don't want to interrupt too much, but your videos have given me the courage to see a therapist about my gender issues. Aw, Cart Dog, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Zipper greeted me at the door to their lab. They motioned for me to have a seat. They sat in the chair beside me. Why, hello again. How was your first day at work? Went really well. How did you hear about it? Both Zero and Forge spoke to me. Do all of you enjoy gossiping about us humans? We're all very proud to share everyone's achievements. Would you prefer we did not share those with each other on your behalf? I was just teasing you. Oh, I see. I'm still not quite used to human sarcasm and jokes. She'll catch on real fast. With you to help me, I'm certain I will. In the meantime, I have come up with a treatment plan I believe will be quite successful if we are able to adhere to it. Before you tell me, I'd like you to make me a promise. What would you like me to promise? Promise you'll be honest about my progress and not just tell me what you think I want to hear. I swear to you, NB, I will not withhold any information regarding your condition and will always be truthful regardless of whether or not I wish for you to hear the truth. Fair enough. That's awesome, Riley. OMG, is that Chloe in the background? Aw, that's awesome. Your mom sounds great. Hopefully she is great. I'm afraid I need them in order to be efficient in my duties. I feel like I missed something. Give me your pinky. Not like that. I just want to link ours together. That's some sort of human pact-making ritual. It's called a pinky swear. This is great. Top-notch dialogue here. Break your word, you're supposed to remove your pinky as a punishment. I think... I'm not actually sure if that part is true, but it is the way to make a pact. Very well. May my pinky be removed as punishment should I break my word. Honestly, don't expect you to do that, but anyway. What is the plan? Radiation treatment similar to those on Earth, along with medications and a diet to keep your immune system running at optimal efficiency. Counseling appointments with Zero will be a regular part of your regimen as well. Will I need surgery? I'm afraid that surgery is incredibly risky, even with our technology. She's pretty Gucci. I love it. Cancer has spread throughout your body, and to remove all the tumors would likely cause more harm than good. Yikes. Oh. Your immune system may be further compromised, and there's a chance cancer could spread further. What are my chances of remission? Based on my calculations, 55 to 60% chance. What will we do if I don't show any signs of improvement? If you show no signs of improvement after the first 2 weeks, I'll run more tests. Determine the next best step. I will do whatever it is in my power to help you, NB. You have my word. Thank you. Appreciate your trust. It's quite tired. I thought about taking a nap, but I was interrupted by my computer beeping. You have an incoming call from Ariel. Would you like to take it? Yes. The screen on the wall lit up and Ariel appeared. Oh, Ariel appeared in your room. Hello. Hello, Ariel. Is everything okay? Yes, of course. I was calling because I thought you'd like to know that the communications network is up and running. Internet connection is still quite slow, but it works. We will be working on it to hopefully surpass even Earth's own fastest information technologies. Didn't expect it to be finished so soon. Thank you for letting me know. Is there anything else? That is everything for now. Thank you for your hard work. let you know if there's anything else I need. In the meantime, get some rest. Of course, thank you as well for your hard work. Hey Chloe, your videos have been helpful for me being in a scary early transition phase. I'm seeing my first therapist Tuesday on Zoom. Oh, that's wonderful, Callie, and welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. I hope your therapist appointment on Tuesday goes wonderfully well. I have a feeling a lot of us have been eager to get in touch with our families and friends, so this is fantastic news. I can imagine. Should get back to work. Have a wonderful evening. I decided to open my laptop and check my social media accounts. I had many notifications. Made a mental note to check them later. Checking missed messages from parents. She messaged me before I could finish it. Adrian, is that you? Yes. They finally have Wi-Fi here. Is Dad home? My computer began to ring. Accepted the incoming call. Both my parents' voices filled the room. They sounded frantic to be speaking to me. Oh, thank God, Adrian. We'd been worried sick. I'm so sorry. YouTube really needs to fix that bug. Yes. Check out the link. Yes. Thank you, Vanessa. Shout out to link in the description for Patreon, where you can join our wonderful Discord. And be sure to go ahead and like that video if you haven't already. Looks like we already have 37 likes. So I feel like that is even more than we had at the end of last stream. So that's exciting. You okay? Yes, I'm fine. Have they hurt you? Of course not. They're trying to help, really. How are you feeling? Doing okay. We've missed you too. We've missed you too, sweetheart. How have you been? Been really well, actually. The doctors here may actually be able to help. I have a new job and a new home already. I really like it here. I'm gonna go to sleep. Oh. Good night, Francisca. Thank you for coming. Tipsy thanks you as well. Let me grab this little booger. Ugh. Everybody, say hello to little Tipsy, the little grumpy grump. Yep, you're still sleepy. Okay, you can chill in my lap now. Thank you everyone who's been supportive and nice in the chat tonight. Yes, we love and appreciate you all. TipsyBot, yes, the one and only, the real, the original, the OG TipsyBot. Look at that face. She's so unamused. You aren't planning on coming back, are you? Maybe, if the treatments work. And if they don't, you read my letter, you know why I can't come back then. Adrian. I'm sorry, but right now there's nothing you can say that will change my mind. I couldn't do that to you. Okay, not destroy. Lovingly caress that subscribe button. Yes. Slap that subscribe button. With love. I'm sorry, but right now there's nothing you can do that changed my mind. I couldn't do that to you. I understand. What is the planet like? My parents and I talked all through the night. I told them about all the people I'd met and the sights they were to be seen. I could tell they still weren't happy with my decision to stay, but they seemed to respect my ability to make my own decisions. Parents respecting autonomy of their children. It's great. I promised to keep them updated as much as I could, and Dad made me a promise to fight as long as I was able. And Dad made me a promise to fight as... Okay. Can't believe what my life has become lately. Maybe the cancer has spread to my brain and I'm actually imagining all of this. But if that's not the case, I'm currently working on a planet far from Earth. A few days ago, alien robots came to Earth and promptly left with about 300 people, myself included. I'm happy to report they haven't been enslaved. They haven't enslaved us, and we're all very much alive. From now on, I'm going to use this blog to document my experiences on Terra. And everyone bother YouTube until they give us a love button. It always comes into the chat. Instapic. Wow, even the symbols. Since the last few days have been quite hectic, I've made a short blog summarizing the journey, and I'll link it here. It didn't work. I'm hoping to keep you all posted, keep you all updated as the strange journey of mine continues. As always, feel free to send me questions and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. Tagged as update, text, life, space, aliens. Today my assignment was to meet some of the other people brought to Terra to interview them about their previous lives on Earth and how they've been adapting to their new ones. Some were more willing to speak than others, some did flat out refuse to speak of their old lives, which I can understand. No two stories were alike. We'd all been through enough for the Guardians, a nickname assigned to our robot caregivers, to take note. Decided that wandering through the common areas of the settlement would be a good place to hopefully strike up some casual conversation. Always found people felt uncomfortable talking with someone who is going door to door to conduct interviews, so instead, I politely introduced myself to people on the street, explained my job, and asked if they were willing to speak to me further. I wasn't able to speak to as many as I hoped, but I'm happy to admit the ones I did. Someone who really stood out was a man named Pierre. I had ventured to the market looking for interviewees. Open space near the middle of town where the Guardians had set up mercantile booths for us. As you can imagine, the market was quite empty with our population being so few. So that bread looks good. One of the few stalls that operated was a butcher shop. A young man stood at the counter who I thought looked rather familiar. Realized it's the same man I'd spoken to on the rise. Cleaned up quite a bit since I'd seen him last. He and I made eye contact. It did clean up. Long time no see. No kidding, stranger. How have you been? Hear him speaking French, and fractions of a second later I could hear the English translation in my head. I had started to get used to the translation echo and hardly noticed it anymore. I've been doing really well, especially now that we have faster internet. Not too bad. There was a moment of silence before the young man broke it. I never did get your name. Oh, I'm Emby. Pierre. I would shake your hand, but he gestured at the slab of meat, showing blood-covered hands. We'll save that for another time. Pierre chuckled. Another time, then. Looked around the butcher stall and watched Pierre continue turning the slab into ready cuts of meat. He looked back at me. Is there something you needed, or are you just dropping by to say hi? Oh, well, I wanted to say hi, but since I'm here, would you be willing to be interviewed? You're a reporter, sort of. I was asked if I would help write a newsletter to keep people informed of any changes around the settlement. Trying to find out how people are adjusting. Well, if you don't mind that I keep working while we talk, then ask away. What would you like to know? How's your name spelled? P-I-E-R-R-E. You have a last name? No, just Pierre. Well, just Pierre, where do you hail from? Originally from Montreal, but I was in Vancouver when Forge found me. Pierre's cute and has nice hair. For a boy, I guess. Yeah. Why were you in Vancouver? Hoping to pursue a career in film. No luck? Unfortunately. It's too bad. Maybe you can continue your pursuit here. The first leading man on an alien planet. Let me know if you hear of any auditions. Of course, you'll be the first to hear. Do you know why you were chosen? I was living on the streets when I got picked up. Oh. They had been looking in one of the more rundown areas of the city to see if any homeless folks wanted to go with them. I was one of 7 that volunteered. Why did you decide to go with Forge? Never had a family or a home, and I felt like it would be a worthwhile adventure. Promised me a place to live, and that's all I ever wanted. Offer I couldn't refuse. Of these first few days. I have a job and a home now, as promised. I've never felt so welcome before in my life. So I'd say that things have definitely been going very well for me. Glad everything's working out. Thanks. Why'd you choose to become a butcher? I'm unable to digest red meat and have to stick mainly to a vegetarian diet, so I thought being a butcher would be quite ironic. I was also curious to see why they'd need a butcher for lab-grown meat. I was wondering the same thing. Why exactly do they need a butcher? Well, the meat is grown in slabs, so it still needs to be cut. That's where, I mean, that's a interesting chicken-shaped slab with bones still in it. Interesting. Is that why bone is in quotes? Have you been enjoying it? Yeah, it's a pretty easy job. Sometimes I come home smelling like raw meat, other times it's hard to wash the blood out. But I think out of the jobs I'm qualified for, this is the one that's best for me. Glad to hear it. Made any new friends? Mostly coworkers and neighbors, people I talk to when I have to. Hoping to go out and meet some people once I've settled in more. Planning to do the same. Oh. Good night, Michael. Thanks for coming. Hope everything is okay, Cass. Why is that, if you don't mind me asking? I have cancer and I'm getting treatments right now. Oh, I see. Any progress? We got 3 choices now, y'all. It's getting crazy. I am gonna go with, I don't know. Well, I hope they help. Me too. Wasn't able to ask all the questions I had written down since it was getting late, but I was quite satisfied. Thank you for letting me interview you. My pleasure. Maybe next time I can ask you some questions as well. We'll see about that. Was that flirting? Will you at least send me a copy of the newsletter? Of course. See you around. You know where to find me. Butcherin'. Oh. Hey, Chloe. Feeling I'm in the minority here. I'm a raging carnivore. It's okay. We accept carnivores too, Huzzlefudge. Traveled to many places on my home planet. Seen some of the most breathtaking places to offer. I believe none of it compares. I heard this game is supposed to be pretty short, so... Steak is life. You know, I never felt that way, even when I did eat meat regularly. But I've been vegetarian or pescatarian for 3 years now. I think just over 3 years. Yeah. I also don't judge people for eating meat. It's just not my bag. They say that they have dealt with species like ours before. They've worked closely to maintain and build societies. But if they're right about being able to choose the same regardless, people have been asking me a ton of questions. How big is Terra? Almost the exact same size as Earth and nearly the same mass as well, and more coincidences. Not a fan of meat anyway, though, are ya? Nope. Are there other planets in the solar system? It's one of the 7 planets orbiting a star the Guardians have dubbed Euridian. The other 6 planets are uninhabitable, for humans at least. Is it like Earth? If yes, how so? Gravity, temperature, and atmosphere. Trees and animals. Lots of water. On the surface, gravity is 96% of Earth's. Feel a little lighter, which isn't saying much. Definitely noticeable. We don't float though. How many moons? A single moon. What's the weather like? Average temperature is estimated to be about 13 degrees Celsius. Temperature and weather have been quite mild, like a typical spring in British Columbia. Oh. Are there seasons? What are they like? The Guardians are still gathering data on seasons in different regions, but they said yes. There are distinct seasons. Describe them as spring, summer, autumn, and a burst of summer and winter. Interesting. A burst of summer. What is the plant and animal life like? Can you eat them? Blah, blah, blah. Wildlife is similar. Okay. We don't eat meat. Meat that came from a live animal. Not allowed to go hunting and eat our prize, but on a planet with technology like this, there really is no need. Okay. It's been a week since I arrived on Terra. Things have been going quite well. The internet connection is a lot faster now. Met many more people too. The Guardians seem to have done a fantastic job. Today will be first meeting in Town Hall. You can find my complete report here. Nearly everyone is in attendance. Let's see. Nearly everyone's attendance. People even attended via hologram. A few topics of discussion, including most notably what we're going to name the planet. So much naming. Poll had been sent out early and the results are finally in. Town Hall reminded me of the greenhouse. Many of the plants were edible. Hey Cart King, thanks for coming. And I agree, fellow Chloe, fish is very underrated. Don't eat fish often, but I do enjoy it. I could not cut fish out of my diet. I like fish too much. It's tempting to grab a handful of berries to nibble on. The building was large enough to accommodate a few of the Guardians along with everyone in the settlement. Ariel and Zero were both present, stood side by side. Look at that. Those of you who don't already know, my name is Sarah. I'm a happiness manager. Fancy name for counselor. I'm Ariel, the COC, Chief Officer of Communication. We're here to oversee this first meeting to make sure it runs smoothly. I like how Ariel has basically like solar panels for look like bug wings. All following meetings will be moderated by you, although Guardians will attend in the event you need any assistance. We hope these meetings will be weekly or bi-weekly for at least the first year on your planet. Our aim is to have a space for open and honest discussions. Blah blah blah. I wish therapists were called happiness managers. We can petition for change. We've prepared some topics to discuss, including planetary economics law, governmental systems, finally a name for this planet. This game is cute. I feel like it's very slow paced. Chloe is our happiness manager. Aw, thanks. Happiness on demand. That's what I'm here for. We'd also like to discuss anybody's issues or concerns thus far. If you'd like to speak, please raise your hand or press your communicator. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Let's begin by discussing the economy. Sounds exciting. Just as what I expected. All amenities will be provided free of charge. Food, clothes, furniture, and other necessities. Public market, or privately with minimal regulation. Governmental approach will be a mix between communism and a social democracy. Laws are pretty much what you would hope to expect as well. Don't steal, don't harm one another, be kind. Every punishment will fit the crime. Every trial will be a fair one. That all sounds good, but I worry about the human element. Next, it was time to find out what this new planet or home would be called. Some changes will be made. I can see some of you are starting to fade, so let's move to our final topic, renaming the planet. Good to know y'all know your conversation is boring too. Some of the names proposed were interesting to say the least, but I am very happy with what was chosen. Happily, do the honors without further ado. The name you have chosen for the planet, formerly known as Terra. Planet McPlanet face. Nailed it. Neo-Terra. Okay. So Terra was correct. Mianus? Earth 2. If I'm being honest with you folks, I voted for Neo-Terra. I named the planet Tipsy. Planet Tipsytron. Planet Tipsybot. Given some of the alternatives, I think we made a wise choice. With that out of the way and the meeting finally over, I decided to oh, that's wonderful to hear, Chloe. That's so great to hear that you feel proud to be trans. That's great. I love that. Oh, what are we doing here? That out of the way, I've decided to... Do I want to do any of these things? Let's talk to our happiness manager. Well, that music changed. Oh, hey, Saya. Glad you could join. I stood aside and waited for them to speak to me. Hoping you'd make it. What kind of journalist would I be if I missed this meeting? You're right. You still on for our appointment today? Yes, I was thinking we could walk to your office together. Oh, I would love to. Talked about the town meeting. They seem generally pleased with our progress. Neo-Terra, here we are. Back with the cute Cyclops bear. How have you been since our last meeting? Quite well, actually. Greetings from Italy. It's 2 a.m. here. Oh, thanks for joining, Maddie. Glad you could join even at 2 a.m. Oh, was it Cart King who did something weird, Nessa? I'm sorry. I see a lot of deleted messages. Have your treatments been going? I don't know if we've made much progress, but I feel okay considering. When will you find out the results? The end of next week. I wish you luck. Thank you. You're welcome. Do you want to talk about the treatments at all? Sure, why not? How are you handling them? Physically, I'm tired. Sleeping okay? Sorry to hear that. How are you doing emotionally? As well as someone in my position can be. Has writing helped at all? A little. Feedback from my followers has been helping far more. I imagine they're quite excited for you. A little jealous even. But yeah, they're happy. Getting help and things seem to be going okay too. When we first spoke, you mentioned you tend to push people away, mainly your parents. Do you want to talk about that? Let's do it. We're going there. Do you have any idea why you push people away? Have you always done this, or did it come with your illness? Interesting. I wouldn't ask close-ended questions there, because those can be leading the client to a particular answer, rather than letting them have the agency over their own answers. It's okay. Forgive you, Sarah. I was bullied a lot in school for being different. I guess that's when it started. Found it was easier to be accepted by people online. Only got worse when I became ill. People only seemed to be nice because I was sick and I didn't want their pity. My parents, though, I guess I thought if I pushed them away it'd be easier when I passed. Is that why you left? Definitely a deciding factor. I want to believe Zipper can help me. I would have had maybe a month if I had stayed. Zipper is an excellent medical officer. They have helped many of our kind in situations that normally would have resulted in death. If anyone can help you, I believe it is them. You've been in touch with your parents recently? Talk to them nearly every night. How are they handling the situation? They wish I had stayed, but accept my decision to leave. Once things have settled down a bit, I would love for them to visit if possible. That can be arranged. Let me know when you would like them to visit, and I will make arrangements. Thanks, I will. First half of our session was like usual, talked about feelings and progress. After a while, I started to really tire of talking about myself. Change of subject. Mind if I ask you questions? I know it's not protocol, but I'm tired of talking about myself, and I realize I know next to nothing about you. What do you want to know about me? What are you doing, Tipsy? That's okay, of course. I'm just not used to people asking me about myself, that's all. What would you like to know? Are you taking care of yourself? Admittedly, not as well as I could be. Been so busy working with your people, I haven't had much time to take care of myself. That is a relatable feeling as a therapist. Please don't neglect yourself on my behalf. I'm fine, a little tired, but otherwise I'm okay. Thank you for your concern. How are you adjusting to your life here on Neoterra? Is it different than on Arias? It'll take some time to get used to. I'm usually stationed on the Orias, where I conduct my interviews before we introduce a species to their new home. Why were ours done differently? We were in a hurry. No, we just felt it would be better to start the process as soon as possible. Will you be leaving soon then? I don't know yet. I feel differently this time around. I would really like to stay. I'd like that. We need our resident happiness manager to stay. It'd be a stupid question. This isn't a stupid question. I fall within the medical sector. While folks like Zipper deal with physical health, I help with emotional and mental well-being. Hooray! Healthy mind is just as important as a healthy body. Yes. Aw. Game has non-binary representation, asexual representation, and positive mental health attitudes. It's great. You enjoy your job? Of course. I get to meet many people and help each one grow. It's very rewarding. Any hobbies? Much like you, I enjoy writing in my spare time. What kind of things do you write about? People. I found behavior fascinating. I like to come up with scenarios and write about how people might react within them. Published any of them? No, I'm afraid I'm not very good. How sad. There's always room for improvement, right? I'd love to read one of your stories and get feedback. Really? That would be wonderful. Perhaps I'll work on a play then. Theater just about finished. This would be the perfect time to debut my work. Alright. Better let Pierre know he's been looking for some acting work. Perfect. We'll contact him as soon as I finish writing my script. Sure, he'll be thrilled. So wholesome. Started something already? Yes. Spent a lot of time studying human behavior through their scientific data and media. It's inspired by some television and film I watched. Hopefully you watch something good. Now that I've actually interacted with humans, I have changes to make. What kind of movies and TV did you watch? Anything I can get a hold of. Fan of sitcoms, reality TV, and soap operas. Ugh. Sarah, why? Despite the amount of violence, I find procedural dramas quite entertaining as well. Is your script influenced by any of those? In ways, yes. That'll be interesting. Can't wait to see how that goes. How nice. Sure it will be. Sounds like garbage. Showed them ViewTube as well and reminded them some channels to look at when they had the time. Before I go, I've been meaning to ask you something else. How do you feel about some of the people here using feminine pronouns for you? Zipper mentioned that your people usually use neutral language, so I wanted to make sure you weren't upset by it. I don't mind at all. In fact, I modified my appearance before contact with your people to seem more feminine. How come? Felt it would make me more approachable. I also like the way this form looks. You're beautiful. Thank you. You're welcome. Would you prefer us to use she, her pronouns with you? I have no preferences, really up to whoever is speaking. Let me know if that changes. So inclusive. If that doesn't work for you or you need anything before then, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Sounds good. You as well. Watch clips from some of the shows. Sierra had mentioned if her play is going to be anything like the clips I watch, we are in for a treat. Alright. Like the Chloe connection, referring to NB's suggestions for YouTube. Like, Sarah, like, please like the Chloe connection. Week has passed. Or any major changes this time around. Did discuss some additions. New booths in the market were mentioned. A few of them caught my attention, including a candle maker and a pastry stall. News of the theater's completion had people buzzing with excitement. Auditions for a play. There's very little information other than the fact that Sarah is looking for cast a male lead in a few smaller roles. Not surprising in the slightest, Pierre was the very first to sign up. I did find surprising is the fact Sarah decided she would not only write the play, but direct it and star in it. Meeting ended up being over quite quickly. I decided I should... Guess we'll go to treatment. 40 likes now. That is exciting. Alright, y'all, we have choices. Which choice do we make? Where do we want to go? This sounds like the first choice that actually might change what we experience. So, should we go visit, you know, Muscly Forge, Robot, go to treatment, visit the market, stay home, and play Animal Crossing? I don't know, that's what's popping in my head. Yeah, Chloe's on par with Marty for likes per stream now. Yay! Next, I just need to get on par with views. Okay, we got a mixture. We got 2 for treatment, 1 for market, 1 for stay home. Treatment. That's where I was leaning. Okay. Right. I know there's a delay, but going once, going twice. Any last feedback, we are going to go to treatment. I'll let Zipper know be coming in for treatment. Hello, MB. Please make yourself comfortable. Like usual, I sat down in the bed closest. I know I would say stay home, but I say forge. JK, treatment is most importantly, yeah. We've all been home too much. That's real. I sat down on the bed, typed away. How was the meeting? Boring, but that was expected. Take it you're not interested in politics. Can't say I am. Can understand that. I'm not one for it myself. They'd finished what they had finished what they were typing at that point and had gotten up to sit next to me. How you feeling? Any changes? Sleeping better? That's good. Anything else? Side effects? Food still tastes weird, but that's nothing new. Still getting nauseous. Any vomiting? Medication you gave me is still working. Glad to hear that. You ready to proceed with today's treatment? Great. Let me grab your pre-meds. Rummaged around for a moment before returning to my side. Here. Would you like some water as well, or would you like to try some fruit juice? Juice. Setting up that machinery. Would you like for me to sit with you again? If you don't mind. Not at all. Sat on the chair beside me. The arm on the ceiling started to work its way toward me. I could feel a slight tingle where the laser guide was focused. Zipper watched me in silence for a few moments, likely running scans of my vitals. Heart rate was definitely elevated, and they seemed to notice. What do you need? Can we talk? It'll help keep my mind off the machine. What would you like to talk about? Can I ask more about your people? What would you like to know? Do you know how you came to be? Not exactly. Couple of theories. One is that our ancestors were scrap metal who gained a soul of some kind. Our light. However, most have come to agree that we're created by an ancient race to spread their message of hope and peace to others in the universe. Sounds great. Is that what you believe? Yes. I like to believe we were created with a purpose and not by accident. That's fair. Always been pacifist? Yes. Even when confronted with violence on other planets, we have never resorted to retaliation. Is there violence on Earth? Most of your people did not feel threatened by our presence once we'd explained our intent. There are some who did not wish to hear our message. Injuries were minimal. I believe Ariel received the most damage. That would explain it. I didn't realize that was from Earth. They haven't really seemed bothered by it. Most of the damage sustained was superficial. That is why they have put off the repairs. Too focused on their work? Between Ariel and Forge, I'm not sure who is worse. Not sure either. Wish they'd both learn that working too hard can be damaging to their overall health. You taking care of yourself? I take breaks when I can. Promise you'll take some time for yourself tonight. You deserve it. On my pinky, I swear. Cute. Tipsy is a girl. Yeah, it's very true. Don't want people like that getting into the Discord, like you said, Vanessa. Do you mind when people... No, why would I? Mentioned that your people usually use neutral pronouns. I wasn't sure if you were comfortable with anything else. Some of my people are upset by it. I personally do not mind. I enjoy the way the pronouns sound. He, him, his. Sounds pleasant, does it not? No, I don't think so. Does have a ring to it. I'd like to try them, but the neutral ones are fine as always. Like we're getting education on pronouns. That is fair. Yeah, I think the Patreon is supposed to add you automatically once you sign up. Because it's connected to the $3 tier, I believe. So I think it's supposed to like automatically unlock the link to the Discord once you do that. I'm not exactly sure what users use, but I know everyone else who has joined the Patreon, I believe, has not had any issues. they've been asking. Someone was asking if you were single. Was someone asking if you were single? Let's go with that. Someone's asking if you're single. Single. Whether or not you have a partner. Oh no, I do not have a partner. Why would they want to know that? I think they may want to be your partner. Oh, I see. Sound of his processor filled the room. You're so cute. Thank you. Are you okay? Yes. Just no one has ever. The machine next to the bed beep. Zipper turned to look at it. Everything okay? Your oxygen level is a little low. Are you feeling lightheaded at all? Headache? Any changes in your vision? Little lightheaded, assumed it was nerves again. Your anxiety is certainly not helping. Would you like a sedative after the oxygen? Hour or so. Please inform me when they awake. Of course, Zipper. I'll happily do that for you. Thank you, Ella. Yes, I believe they're already awake. Oh. Hey. It's not expecting you to gain consciousness for a little while longer. How are you feeling? Tired, but okay. Full effects will wear off soon. Recommend you get some more rest. The oxygen help? Yes. Your levels returned to normal not long after you fell asleep. Let me know right away if you begin to feel unwell. Of course. Blended. I'll stop by at some point tomorrow to check in on you. Until then, quickly fell back asleep. Then Ella woke me up for dinner. Spent the rest of the night curled up on the couch watching a documentary about the universe. Dated lines like... Yep. My headphones are yelling at me. We are not alone in the universe. You have no idea. Okay. Oh, history of all the dialogue. Assuming I've missed a lot of stuff. Let's see. The Guardians. My conversations with Zipper and others have given me a lot of insight on the Guardians. Precursor species may have built them in order to spread peace and prosperity throughout the universe. Prefer the former theory to the latter. Received many questions about them, figured I'd try to answer as many as I can tonight. So here it goes. How are they born? According to Zipper, they are constructed using scrap metal from spacecraft, satellites, and the like. Sometimes they even utilize pieces of their deceased. Consciousness is uploaded into this form. Soon after, a mentor is selected to raise them and teach them. Are they immortal? They live longer than humans, but eventually they will pass away. Seems to do more with their light, a celestial power source. Guardian can die due to physical trauma. Are they really pacifists? They've remained calm and stood their ground. Been engineered ways of producing meat without harming animals. What do they want? All they seem is to want to help humanity thrive for millennia to come. They've seen what we've done to our planet and to each other. But they think we deserve a second chance. So we're part of a test. You'll see how we interact with each other in our new environment before determining whether or not the experiment is a complete failure. Also been paying close attention to how we've adapted to their technology and are making adjustments as daily. The goal is to rehome as many humans as possible while training us. make a little of an impact on Neoterra as possible. Okay, why are they helping us? The answer I've been given whenever I've asked about is they're simply following their programming. Whatever it is inside of them needs to help people. It's what drives them. It's like how at our core humans are always trying to connect. I don't believe they have ulterior motives. They don't seem to have anything to gain by helping us. If anything, they're losing out by helping as many species as they had. Some of their kind have even been injured or killed while trying to help others. I hope that's answered some of the bigger questions you may have had about the Guardians. Please keep sending questions my way. I swear I will try to answer them as best as I can. Blah, bleep, bloop. Good morning. What day is it? It is Valentine's Day. Do you have any ideas for your breakfast this morning? Something sweet. Never really been a big fan of Valentine's Day. Well, that's a lie. I like the idea of a day to spend with a partner. That idea had been ruined by over-sexualization of the holiday. Pressure of finding a partner for the holiday was also increasing. Discounted chocolate the next day was almost good enough to make up for it, though. I hadn't put much thought into what I wanted this year. Normally I'd stay home and watch cheesy romance movies. It's usually my go-to. Stay home or do something. I ended up thinking about... Oh, are we picking who we're dating? Is that the goal here? So I guess the first option is dating ourselves. Is that what we're choosing here? Let's see. Oh, Chloe, you're able to make it in. That's great. Oh, we have the same color hair, Riley. Awesome. Great choice. Oh, looks like I lost sound. I think y'all lost sound too. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Alright, any votes? I mean, I would probably go for Zero, but... or Sero, or Suro, or Zero, or... Cool. Yeah, I think my mic was working fine, but I think the sound in the game cut out for a second because my headphones died. Yeah. Hopefully y'all can see it again now. Alright, so let's see, we got 2 votes for Zero. We got a vote for Pierre. Zipper or self-care. Alright, so far Sarah's winning. Oh, Sarah's really winning. Any other votes for our Valentine's Day person? Self-care big mood. Well, barely wins out. Yep. Oh, got another vote from Eva for Sarah. Perfect. Good choice. Hi. How are you? I'm good. How about you? Quite well, actually. Granted, I'm a little overwhelmed by the work that still needs to be done for the play. I can imagine. I was actually calling to see if you want to spend some time together today. Anything I can lend you a hand with? As a matter of fact, I could use assistance with a few things. When would you like for me to come by? Anytime that is convenient. See you soon. Yes, see you soon. Oh, is this the stage? That's cute. Here's an open auditorium. Stage at a backdrop constructed of a lattice. Flowers grew through, partially obstructing the view of the backstage. Self-care is always good. Never overrated, Vanessa. There is a screen positioned in the middle of the backdrop. Spaces for food vendors. Spots are empty, but there are plans to have a typical concession stand. Hey, Neon Thought. Ah, welcome. Thank you for coming. Of course. Always happy to help. Where should we get started? Half painted set pieces. You don't mind helping me finish painting these sets while I work on my lines. Got right to the door. Got right to work on a door. I'd been instructed to paint red. Sorry to interrupt your reciting, but I can help you with that as well if you'd like. You can read the other lines in the scene when I'm done painting. That would be very helpful. I'll have to grab you a copy of the script. Just a moment. She handed it to me, I set it down, and went back to painting. She resumed working through the blocking of the scene she was on. Didn't take long for me to finish the first coat of paint. Scenery on Act 1, Scene 3. Scroll to the section in question. I read out the lines belonging to Pierre's character, Thomas, as best as I could while she read the lines for her own part, Lila. Sarah? Yes. May I offer some suggestions for the script and your performance? Whew. Hey, Remy. I don't think I've seen you in the chat yet today. Won't be mean, I promise. I would love that. Please go easy. Doing really great so far. I just have a few notes about wording and how you deliver some of your lines. Sarah was very responsive to the feedback. We'd gone through the one scene. Sarah decided it would be best to start again from the beginning. It was about a couple going through a rough patch in their relationship. Some plot points that stuck out in dialogue that needed some clarification. As we worked through it, we were able to polish it to the point neither of us could hide how excited we were for opening day. I think the ending is a happy one. Very proud of Sarah, and I believe she is worthy of so much praise. Thank you again. I really appreciate you giving the most of your day to help me. I'm glad I was able to spend Valentine's Day with you. Oh, I didn't realize it was. You wanted to spend a romantic holiday with me? Yes. Oh, wow. I was actually thinking that maybe I could stop seeing you in a professional sense. How ethical. Oh. Should I send your file to someone else then? Nobody manages my happiness like you do. Ooh. I think you can manage to keep that up as my partner. Oh. That's if you feel the same way as I do. Oh, this is cute. Jess, I think we're at like maybe 6 choices. We had like a critical choice where we got to pick who we'd go on a date with. You are a badass, Vanessa. Huh? Good night, Vic. No one manages your happiness like my happiness like you do. It's a very smooth line. I do, yes. So glad to hear that. Yeah, in my line of work, this would be considered unethical. Is it okay if I kiss you? That is what humans do, right? Yes, they do sometimes. You can kiss me if you'd like. Great. She put an arm around me, resting her hand on my waist. Maybe you should be the one too. I could tell that she was nervous by the sound of her processor as I brought my hand to her cheek. Aww. Ready? Mm-hmm. Oh wow. Fireworks going off there. Cute. The glass beneath my lips was a lot warmer than I had expected. I couldn't feel her return the kiss, but I did notice her grip on my waist tightened a little. As I pulled back and opened my eyes, I saw that her display was quite unusual. Are you okay? Your screen is acting strange. Yes, of course. I'm just a bit flustered. Aw, short-circuited from love. Oh, right, okay. It's getting worried. No need to worry about me. It'll go back to normal once I've processed everything. Sarah brought her free hand to her chest. Might take a while though. This is very... Wow. Hope this means that maybe you'll be staying on Neoterra a lot longer than you had planned. Yes, I will definitely try. Cute. Odd but adorable, yes. Sarah and I went back to my home after we finished up at the theater. We watched a rom-com. Wasn't anything special, but watching her react to the drama and laugh at the jokes made it... Aw, that's cute. Opening day of the play, she'd hardly slept. Watched her pace backstage, clearly suffering from a case of stage fright. Sarah, love? Cute. You're gonna be amazing. Didn't think I'd be this nervous. Everyone is nervous their first time. Of course, Pierre is wearing a tuxedo t-shirt. He adjusts his collar in the mirror behind us before bestowing us with this. Just breathe. Or well, whatever it is that you do. Right, of course. Should probably head to your seat soon, MB. Okay. Break a leg, you two. Thanks. I'll be right back here after you've taken your bows, okay? Couldn't shake a feeling I'd probably somehow made things worse. Wasn't able to stick around long enough to find out. I found my seat near the front and waited for the show to begin. Beside me is Pierre's neighbor, Eleanor. In her lap sat his cat, Bella. Aw, cute. Sarah's first few lines weren't delivered as confidently as they'd been during dress rehearsal. As the play continued, she overcame her stage fright. She was a natural. Oh, hi, Rose. In fact, they all were. I felt a great sense of pride as I watched the cast perform this story. For those of you who haven't watched the recording, I have to say, I appreciate that she didn't rely on cheating or an easy love triangle for drama. In the end, the couple were able to work through their differences in a healthy, realistic way. Well, that is refreshing. Judging from the standing ovation, I think the crowd approved at the ending as well. As the applause settled down and the actors finished taking their bows, I snuck off to meet Sarah backstage. That was amazing. You really think so? I do. Some people were laughing. Do you think they hated it? No, of course not. I don't think their laughter was meant to mock you. Some people just find on-stage drama humorous. Sarah placed a hand on her chest. Are you feeling alright? I'm fine. Your screen is acting up again. I think we broke her. It's just the nerves. We should head home then. You need the rest. Okay, I just need to talk with the cast before we go. As we made our way home and into bed, I noticed Sarah's screen was still acting up. Wasn't sure what to do about that. Maybe you should stop by Zipper's lab. I don't think it's just nerves that are making your display act like that. Could it be a loose connection? Maybe. Could have picked up a bug as well. Let me run a diagnostic scan. Very important discussions in Discord. Oh goodness. She didn't seem to hear me. Oh, that doesn't look good. Sorry about that. I'm fine. Seems I may have a bug as I thought, but it should be quarantined now. I'll have Zipper take a look as soon as possible. Call him first thing in the morning, please. I think Sarah caught the love bug. Let's get some sleep. Okay, still can think something was not quite right. Sat down to discuss my health and my options going forward. It looks like, oh no, cancer will win in the end. Well, I may have been angry and upset about this diagnosis. I know that Zipper has done everything he is capable of. Oof. Wish I could keep blogging about my time on Neoterra, but I think it's time for me to say goodbye. Thank you all for coming on this journey. Well, I was expecting that to be a little bit of a happier... Okay. Okay. Gonna miss each and every one of my followers. Hope that one day you'll be able to experience Neoterra for yourself, but if that's not in the cards for you, hope you're able to enjoy every moment. Sometimes you might think you've had no impact on anything or anyone, but you're not worth remembering. Even if you're not written about in history books and no sons or son for you, I assure you that someone will cherish your memories of you. You'll impact so many lives during your time, more than you'll fully realize. Someone will care when you're gone. Promise you that. So don't give up on living. Please keep fighting through all the shit life throws at you and enjoy the good times when you have them. You may not get a guardian of your own, but know that I'll be watching over each and every one of you, doing my best to guide you towards a brighter future, filled with all the love and happiness you've shown me. Thank you again. All the best. N.B. Clark. Hey there everyone, my name is Sarah. NB has mentioned me before in a few of their blogs. They aren't able to post anything themselves right now, so I thought I'd share an update. Zipper gave them something to help sleep last night. Whatever it was very strong. They've been asleep since. They look so peaceful and I haven't dared to wake them. Don't worry, I'll be right there beside them when they wake up again. Hope it's sometime soon, but they deserve to rest. Once they're awake, I'm sure they'll get right back to keeping you all updated on what's been happening on Neoterra. Until then, please keep sending your questions and your love. 2 days ago. Sarah again. NB is sleeping in Zipper's lab now. Zipper told me I should go home and rest. Can't bring myself to leave their side. Told there's gonna be a party for NB tomorrow, but I don't think they'll be feeling better by then. Sarah here, they're moving NB again. I've been told this is the last time they will do so. Everyone seems worried about me, even though I keep telling them I'm fine. Feeling quite tired though. Think I might get some rest. I know where they're taking NB. Oh boy. Okay. Is that really how we're ending this? Oh my goodness. That's depressing. Holy crap. Okay. Wow. Oh my god. Oh goodness. Well, I felt like that came to a pretty sudden ending. I don't like that ending. Can we get a different ending? I don't like that. If I wasn't playing on Livestream right now, I'd probably be crying. Ugh. I mean, I know they said it was a long shot, but I thought with all the other happiness happening that she would have been fine. Like, what the fuck? Ugh. Thank you for playing. Fuck you. Oh, well. See if I can, find a game with ace representation that's happier next time. Ugh. What the... Well, I'm guessing there are multiple other endings, because it did say I got the Sarah ending. I'm guessing maybe there's 6 different endings for the different options you could choose on Valentine's Day. I feel like that ended, like, super suddenly. F as in fuck you game. Yes. Just kind of died suddenly. I mean, it wasn't like suddenly, I suppose, but it's like with all the happiness in the rest of the game, it's like maybe like everything on the planet was like, it's a miracle, everything's better than Earth, but then she still dies. I bet Forge builds you a robot body when you get organ trailed. Oh no. Boo. Yeah. Kind of curious what the other endings are, but I don't know. I feel like at least a few of the other ones are probably just as depressing. I don't know if that makes it more romantic or just even sadder that Sarah was buried with God. I don't think MB would have wanted that. But anyways, all that tech they had. Well, that was our game. I hope you enjoyed. I mean, it was cute up until the ending. Good news. Next week, I have it on the schedule to play Jackbox, so that'll be more lighthearted. Yeah, I think we'll do Jackbox like once a month, like I was thinking, or at least try to. And I'm putting out a lot of videos next week and the following week leading up to Trans Day of Visibility. Get a nice announcement on Monday about that. So I kind of just wanted to do something a little more chill for the stream. Because I'll probably be a little more tired. We are playing, yes, we are playing Jackbox together. We'll do, I don't know if you were here last time we did that, Remy, but the way we did it was kind of alternated games, like where one game I'd kind of show the code to everybody in the stream. Next game I'd show the code first in the Discord and let anybody else join after that. Yeah. Happy games next. Yep. Trans Day of Visibility. Yeah. Well, if anybody has any any recommendations for happier LGBT games, why are they so rare? It's like LGBT games are rare enough as it is, and it's like, let's make 95% of them traumatic. Yes, happy, please. Well, I wasn't gonna. I was thinking of playing Wandersong. I mentioned that a few weeks back, but I know it's kind of long. But maybe we could do that anyway, because that is supposed to be a very happy, lighthearted game where the main character is non-binary. It's very colorful. It's designed like a storybook. It's supposed to be pretty lighthearted. You use magic. You use the power of music to defeat enemies. Um, I actually have played a normal Lost Phone, Maddie. Yeah, I played that. I think the week we beat, was it Secret Haven? Because I think we finished that pretty early in one of the streams, and we played a normal Lost Phone. Yeah, I have actually played Hades a lot. Yeah, I did like this one too. Dream Daddy. I have considered Dream Daddy. I mean, we can imagine that the character, can you be like non-binary or like a trans man in Dream Daddy? 'Cause I mean, that would be, you know, that would be okay. Wanderson is super lighthearted until the level that punches. Of course, of course, of course. There's that. There always has to be that level. But I mean, I like games that elicit emotion. I just, yeah, yeah. I don't know if I would have picked this game if I had known ahead of time that it was heavily about cancer and that you die at the end. So, yeah, because as somebody said in the chat, fuck cancer completely and entirely. I think you can only be a cis man, though. You can be a trans guy dating a trans guy. Oh. Okay. How long is Dream Daddy? So if it's only a few hours, we could maybe do that for a stream or two. One of my other game I was can't be NB if you have to be a daddy. I mean, I mean you could be NB and want to be called a daddy. I mean, I don't know. I actually tried playing the Outer Worlds like I don't know, a week or two ago. I only played it for like an hour. I didn't really get into it. I heard that one of the characters was also asexual in that game. Dream Daddy's a few hours. Okay, maybe we'll do that. Another one I had purchased for a future stream is Later Daters, which is another queer LGBT dating sim, but in an old folks home, in a retirement community. It's supposed to be cute, so that could be another option. Hopefully it's not depressing. Well, I mean, we did say we're gonna play Life is Strange at some point in the future, and the Life is Strange games are pretty emotionally intense. I don't think a game made me cry quite like the first one when I played that. Your character could be considered trans or NB if you wanted, but all partners are cis men. Ah, yes, the retired gays. Yeah, we could pretend that our character, we can, play as a cis man and Dream Daddy and just pretend that they're trans if we have to. That's okay. We can change the canon. We can rewrite the story. Okay. Well, there you have it. That's Ace in Space. Next week, we are going to do Jackbox, and it's going to be much more lighthearted. Okay. Well, sorry, lost train of thought there. Let's quit this game. Goodbye, Ace in Space. Well, this was fun, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you again to our wonderful moderators, Vanessa and Casey, for... Well, thank you, Shrug. Vanessa and Casey for keeping this chat safe and wholesome during our onslaught of trolls that we had in the first, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes. Seemed like it might have been the same one or two people under a bunch of different accounts. But our moderators were putting down the hammer, as they say. So, yeah. If anyone else wants to join the moderator crew, the more people we have, the easier it is and the less stressful it is for each of our moderators. Let me know if you would like to also be a moderator and join the Tipsy Army, as I have it called on the Discord. So yes, fuck the trolls, drop the hammer, drop the ban. Mine's an axe. Is that a hand raise from Chloe to be a moderator? Bye. Good night, Eva. I think I remember you live on the other side of the world, so it might not be good night for you. Looks like everybody time for bed. Thank you again for coming, and be sure to check out the Patreon and Discord if you are able to, if it is within your means. And stay tuned for some new and exciting videos next week. If mods are needed, wonderful. I'll happily take anybody who's willing to be a mod, because I figure the more moderators we have, the easier it is. And also the more we have means that if some of our moderators can't make it to every stream, that takes off some of the pressure as well. But yeah, as always, I love you all, and I will see you again soon. And look forward to... Didn't even know Lart was a troll. Get back up mod if you have any spots to fill. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, I'll take note of that. Looks like Marion, Riley, and my fellow Chloe are potential moderators. Perfect. All right. Tipsy says goodnight too, wherever she is. She ran away. But, all right, everyone. See you soon. Love you all.